Hello, I'm back again with another package, and this one just arrived in the mail today. It is delivered to me from Atherworks, and it is one of two things. Either the, what is it? Unmatched Ninja Turtles, what do they call it? It's Ninja Turtles, Unmatched, which is really cool. Or it is some expansion-y stuff for the Feudum. Also very cool because that's a very cool game too. And it gives me like inserts and things. I actually can't even remember what all comes in that one. But we'll see what it is, and then I'll start talking about whichever one it ends up being. So if I can do this without stabbing myself, that's always... They've taped it weirdly. What is this? Can't complain. It's always well packed when it comes from Atherworks. Oh, so it is, in fact, Ninja Turtles. And I got a few extras. I got a big old coin. I guess that's like the first player coin. I got this little set of alternate art, which was, I think, like a Kickstarter extra. And I got this little expansion that takes the two villains, Shredder and Krang, and makes them playable under normal Unmatched rules. Cool thing about this game is Unmatched is the whole concept is that you take all these random characters and IPs, and each one has their own sort of combat deck and maybe a sidekick, and then you can fight them against each other in any number of combinations. So let me just put this down for a second. Very tightly in the box. There we go. Whoops, another thing. So this one is really cool. So you can fight each of the Ninja Turtles against each of the other Ninja Turtles, or Bruce Lee, or the Bigfoot, or Robin Hood, or King Arthur, or whichever ones they've made. They've made heaps. Ooh, look at this. Some more extra shiny Kickstarter cards. So got lots of goodies. Alright, so even though it was just in the box with no padding, it is in 100% perfect condition. So that is some A+ packaging there. I don't know how they do it. Now to open this very carefully without causing destruction. Really nice box. So it's a matte finish. And you can see on the back there you've got your 4 playable Ninja Turtles, plus the Shredder, plus Krang, plus all the cards. And the way that this game combat system works is you have your character, you have every turn you are allowed to do 3 actions, I believe. Any combination of doing a movement or playing a card. And when you move, you also collect a card. And you have your own specialized deck. A lot of the cards in the decks are the same between the different characters. Like everybody has a card called Fate. Everybody has a card called Dodge. But then there's heaps of cards that are unique to each character. So I'll just open this one up. Super nice box. It's much smaller than the last one of these Unmatched Adventures systems games. So I did Unmatched Adventures before where it had Nikola Tesla and a few other characters versus the Mothman and Martians. Cool. So this little card there that has some stuff. A little Restoration Games advertisement. So that's the other. Tales to Amaze is the Unmatched Adventures game. So they've done 2 now. And then as you can see, there's tons of other Unmatched sets that you can get. And you can have Sherlock Holmes, you can have Shakespeare, you can have Genghis Khan. Can you have Genghis Khan? Maybe. Alright, no battle equals core rules. So this is how you play character versus character. And then there's the in battle there are no equals. Adventures rules, where you can work as a team together against a card-based AI-driven enemy, which in this case would be either Shredder or Krang. Here's the Adventures Rules book. Nice looking book. Alright, and then it has some punch boards. So each character has a health dial, and each character has a psychic. So Leonardo comes with Splinter, I think. Yeah, and then Raphael has Casey Jones. Michelangelo has April O'Neil. Donatello has Metalhead, and then there's some other tokens there. And then look at this. These are some of the enemy cards. So not only are there the two main bad guys, but there's these sort of little sidekick villains like Leatherhead, Rat King, Rocksteady and Bebop, Baxter Stockman, Wingnut, and Slash. So these characters can all come out as sort of minions that you have to fight. And here's the main two baddies. There's Krang. He's got 2 dials, as well as Shredder and some tokens to represent each of them. Very cool. All right, here is the game board. Now, the game board for Adventures games are bigger than the game board for standard Unmatched. The Unmatched one is usually just a bifold, so like these 2 bits unfolded. But this one is double the size because of course you got more characters on the playing surface. Because and it's double-sided. Look at that. So one side, I believe, is the interior of the Technodrome, and the other side is New York City. You can see Manhattan, the Bronx, Staten Island, Brooklyn. Shall I keep going? No, that's fine. I think you get the idea of what boroughs are in New York. All right, and then inside the box, the actual beyond that, there's not tons more. So you have 2 layers. You have these are little plugs that you can put in to your dials to hold them together. Lots of nice, what do you call these ones? Heat sealed tokens. Now these little black ones represent foot soldiers, I believe, and there was an expansion available where you could actually get a bunch of foot soldier figures, which I decided not to get, even though I thought it was really cool. Look at this, Krang. Not only is he awesome and Sundrop, but his little Krang brain face is pink, which of course this thing never really wants to focus very well. Focus. Anyways, you get the idea, hopefully. Very cool miniature. There's the Shredder. Oh, look at him, purple cape. That's really cool. And again with the Sundrop, so comes already with a really cool looking dynamic figure. And so there's the 2 spaces for their dials and cards if you got this expansion here, which I did, and here's a deck of cards. These are all the little sidekick minions. So like there's Wingnut, and these are characters that if you're playing with the rules where you're fighting as a team against one of the main villains, those guys come out. And I believe there's also an expansion set that allows you to play as each of them as their own playable character and comes with the miniatures, but I'm not entirely sure. All right, here's some trap cards for the Technodrome, and here's the miniatures for the Ninja Turtles. So we've got Michelangelo, clearly with his red-orange base, and awesome sun dropping. Pretty nice dynamic sculpture. Very cool. And here is Raphael. And of course there's Leonardo. And there was another set you could buy. The one, I think it's the same one that comes with all the foot soldiers, but it also comes with second sculpts of the Ninja Turtles where they're sort of more dynamically jumping through the air, and 3D sculpts for their sidekicks. So if we go back to here, you can see there is a blue one that is Splinter. So that's what represents Splinter in the game. You just move that token around. There's April O'Neil. And that's the way generally it's set up in Unmatched. You have your main character represented by a figure and a little token, which makes it easy to sort of not get confused. You control your sidekick. Your sidekick can be killed, but if your sidekick is killed, you don't lose the game. But if your main character is killed, you lose the game whether your sidekick is killed or not. And so here's Michelangelo at April O'Neil. And I won't get into the cards now because I don't want to make this video too long. But if you're enjoying this video and you want to have a closer look at everything, and you want like me to go back through and like open up all the card packs and flip through them one by one, just put a comment below and I will be sure to do that. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button if you have, and feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. And if you are keen to, really to keep on top of my videos, hit that little bell button so that when I release a new video, it will be, you'll get a notification. So there it is. Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Unmatched Adventures. Can't wait to play this game and let you all know how it goes. Until next time, stuff.